What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Para or Normal. Kenny and I have been doing this for 3 years now, and no year would be complete without our annual trip to All Saints Cemetery here in Pawleys Island. We've kind of gone into a little bit of the history, mostly about Alice Flagg, who we're not even going to get into tonight. But I wanted to pay more attention as far as the history of this place into the chapel you see behind me. Now, this chapel was actually built in the early 1700s. It's an offshoot of Prince George Winyah Church in Georgetown, which we've actually been to before and checked out as well. This is actually the fourth iteration of this chapel. The first one burned down, then it got hit with a hurricane a few more times after that, and this is the most current version, which I believe was built in the 1940s or thereabouts. Another interesting thing about this cemetery in itself was obviously the congregation of this church at the time was very wealthy. So a lot of prominent political figures and dignitaries and people like that are actually settled here, and their remains are here. And I think Kenny even said earlier on the way up here that there's even a famous author buried here as well. So again, it's a high-profile cemetery, but a very old cemetery, which is one of the many reasons we like coming back here. So that's enough of the history lesson for right now. Him and I are going to get set up, and we're going to get into it.
So the last time we came to All Saints Cemetery, we did a walk through the cemetery, and it was really hard to see because it was at night, and you couldn't really tell what was going on around us. So we came back a little early this time during the day and did another walkthrough so you guys can take a really good look at this cemetery and see just how beautiful the place really is. So enjoy.
So we are in the same area. We kind of start every session we ever do out here. But mostly because the last time we were out here, for any of you that caught that last video, these are the two graves that the REM pod was going utterly batshit on. And we can't figure out what is going on with this particular spot. I mean, obviously there's no power lines up above us. I can't foresee a reason when somebody would have buried cable in a cemetery. So that was weird, and this is also the spot where we got the night vision, kind of that weird, like almost like half figure bending down to look at the box type thing. So that's where we're back to tonight. Actually, while we were setting up and getting ready for everything, we set up the REM pods. We were getting some weird activity from the jump, like the thing kept chattering. It was really weird. Again, same location, but everything seems to have quieted down. Like anything else, man, this is fishing. So just because we got activity once here doesn't mean we're going to get activity at all again. And we've experienced that out here as well. But that's why we're back here. And we're going to start a spear box off. We're going to kick it off that way, all right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, yeah. Kenny and I are working on a theory that he has something following him around that calls itself Gabe. We've had quite a few different experiences in more than one location where we keep hearing this name, and it feels like it's trying to get his attention. Gabe, are you here with us?
Did it just say Gabe?
Yeah.
Gabe, you here with us?
Gabe, did you follow Kenny?
Sound like a yes right after you said it.
Gabe, if you're here with us, go near one of those boxes.
Did you say what box?
Huh?
Did we just say what box?
I didn't hear it. Go near one of the boxes, Gabe. All it does is light up and make some noise. Can you do that? Huh. Like I said, man, I felt like we were getting something in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then whatever it was trailed out. There was this one deep voice, and it could have been the radio, that kept coming back in and coming back in and coming back in. It was really weird right in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And then I swear to you, dude, I heard Gabe.
Yeah.
And for those of you who have no idea what the hell we're talking about, so Kenny and I are building off of a theory that there's something, because we can't identify what it is, that's following Kenny around. We established communication with it once, and it keeps calling itself Gabe. That's the name that we're working off of. And what's really weird is the last few investigations that we've done, his name has come across in the spirit box. So again, we're trying to increase that communication. So if you hear us come across with that tonight, that's what we're doing. It's not just some random bullshit. So I think we're going to shut this down for a second, and then we're going to get into another spirit box session after that. Mm-hmm. All right.
So, we actually are in a different area. I don't think we've ever done anything over here besides like a quick spirit box session a long time ago. But we kind of came down here to check it out and do a spirit box session right here. And Matt pointed out something pretty interesting is that this plot is actually buried like a lineage going up, you know. So basically, one of them who's not even deceased yet has their marker next to their ancestors. Mm-hmm. We just thought that was pretty cool when we checked it out. So we wanted to kind of mention that. But yeah, we figured, you know, it's a spot we really don't ever go to, and it's kind of been a little active, but we figured maybe we'll try over here and see if, you know, we get something different and kind of go from there. So as usual, we always go to the spirit box session, so we'll go ahead and just get into that. Is there anybody that's standing with us right now?
What's that voice again, dude?
Yeah, I feel like we hear that every so often too. If there's somebody standing with us, would you like to tell us your name? What the fuck was that? Did you say your name? Can you say that? Can you say that again? Okay. How How about the people that are buried just behind where we're at?
Me,
Hicks. What did it say?
me,
We?
me.
Me? Did you say me? Never. No, not me. Is there a Hicks?
So as we were closing down the second Spirit Box session and moving our gear to the next location, Kenny left his recorder behind, which is something we typically do just to see what we get. And he picked up an EVP this time that was actually really clear. It's actually one of the clearest ones we've ever gotten. It's kind of hard to hear between the two of us. So for those of you new to the channel, or even if you've been watching from the beginning, being stupid is kind of me and Kenny's factory setting. So that's exactly what you're hearing us do between takes. But anyways, between both of us laughing, you can hear a female voice, and it's really clear. So take a listen. All right, so here's that recording one more time, and we amplified it to make it a little bit easier to hear. One thing I failed to mention before, again, we were the only ones in the cemetery at this time. There was nobody else in there with us. In fact, we were pretty far from the recorder ourselves, so that's what makes this even more intriguing.
All right, so we are at a spot we've been to before on the last few occasions we've been here. We kind of like this area because not only have we gotten some pretty unique stuff off the Spirit Box, we also got, the first time we were here, some really interesting hits on the REM pods as well in this area. It sucks because it's really close to the main road, but you make do with what we got. Yeah. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into this whole Spirit Box session right here. Is there something here that wants to communicate with us? Anybody here that wants to talk? We've been here. This is what our third time.
No, we don't.
Couldn't tell if that was the radio or not, man.
I don't know, man. That was weird.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if that was the radio. Could you say that again if that was to us? Did you say no, we don't? Dude, I feel like something was literally trying to talk to us right there.
Yeah, towards the end it definitely came across like that.
But I couldn't make anything out, and of course, and that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes, we come here and
that's how it goes.
Sometimes it's the 4th of July, and sometimes it's not, man. It's frustrating, especially doing what we do, because you want to get out here and you want to show people all this crazy shit. Oh, I can't take direction. But you want to go out here and you want to show people all this crazy shit that's happening,
Yeah.
And then just like tonight, nothing happens. But that's the name of the game. It's part of what we do. I was just getting a little frustrated there because I honestly felt like something was trying to get through to us, and it was just hard. But again, hey, we've got some more places we want to check out here tonight before we leave, or before the bugs absolutely destroy us. So I think we're gonna pack up where we are here and move on to a next spot.
Yep.
All right, man.
One of the reasons we enjoy doing paranormal investigations is finding evidence in these purportedly haunted places that we pass by every day. But another reason we like it is it gives us access to the weird and the wonderful. The first time we went to All Saints Cemetery, right into the end of our investigation, this black cat showed up out of nowhere and just kind of followed us around. In fact, I think we affectionately gave him the name Cody. But we packed up, we left, and in all the times we've been back to All Saints since, we've never seen this cat again. And then on the night of this investigation, something strange happened. Coincidence? Probably, but cool nonetheless.
Isn't that fucking weird? I don't remember ever seeing that thing here.
No.
And we've never seen the cat since then. That's fucking weird.
So we got a special treat for everybody. The very first time we went out here to investigate, this little guy came and said hello to us. And he's back again. He's kind of become our unofficial mascot. We've actually got a really cool picture of him standing on a grave.
What do we get?
We need to take him with us and start investigating.
I know. I honestly wish he wasn't somebody's cat because he'd be
Dude,
going home.
he's a friendly guy,
He
man.
is. He's cute as hell too. I know, you're a little plump ball. You little chunk. Well, I guess since we're already in it, let's just do the spirit
let's
box.
do it.
Is there anybody standing here with us right now? Can you tell me, were you standing at the last spot with me and Matt? Is there something that's been bothering you about us? What? Can you say that again? Sound like it said you guys. It seems like I'm really not getting a whole lot, and you know, what was that? Is there somebody with a deep voice that's been trying to speak to us? Is it Gabe? Is it Gabe by any chance? Whoa, what the fuck was that?
There he is.
Star of the show. This is the official mascot.
Of Para or Normal.
He is. He's the OG.
He just, he hunts ghosts, man. That's what he
He's
does.
a ghost hunter.
It's weird as hell, though, that we noticed that cat statue for the first
Yeah.
time today, and he
then he
makes an
shows up.
appearance again.
Isn't it weird?
Because
It
we've
is.
been out here twice before, and he hasn't shown back up
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I kind of want to get a picture with him. But
Yeah.
he's a star, man. Yeah, I guess what we'll probably end up doing is just, this was kind of a bust over here. There wasn't a whole lot going on. Of course, there could have been, and I just didn't hear it, but there was a lot of static coming through. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to split off and do a twin spirit box session and see what we get there, and then probably get close to wrapping it up.
Yeah, man.
It's getting late. We're getting chewed to hell by bugs. So we'll just go with that, see what we get.
Sounds good, brother. All right. It's been it's been an interesting night for sure. As always, we'll go back on the footage and see what we got. Yeah, it's been a kind of a strange evening. We've had some visitors on a couple of occasions, which is pretty typical for this place. And again, our unofficial mascot showed up again to say hi, which was awesome. We don't see him very often. But again, I still enjoyed it. I always enjoy coming out here to All Saints. Ton of history out here, so I feel like there's always a lot to pour through in the evidence afterwards, man. So without further ado, we're going to pack it up and head out. And we'll let you know what we find.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, we'll see ya.
See y'all later.